My name is Right Honorable Yusuf Atta. I was born on June 22nd, 1962 in Pegi local government of Kano State. I began my educational journey at Pegi Primary School, where I earned my first school leaving certificate in 1975. Thereafter, I attended Kano Community Commercial College, where I obtained the West African certificate in 1980. From 1980 to 84, I studied for a Bachelor of Science degree in economics at Bayero University, Kano, and upon graduation, I did my mandatory one-year national service program in Sokoto State from 1984 to 1985. In furtherance to my academic forces, I completed my master's degree in development studies between 2000 and 2002 at Bayero University, Kano. Prior to my nomination as the Minister of State for Housing and Urban Development by His Excellency the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, I was appointed by the National Assembly through this August Senate as the Federal Commissioner to represent Kano State in the Public Complaints Commission from July 2024 to date. Before now, sir, I have also had privilege for serving as the Right Honorable Speaker of Kano State House of Assembly between 2017 to 2018. Your Excellency, the Senate President and distinguished senators, I was the majority leader of Kano State House of Assembly between 2015 and 2017. My stewardship in my home state of Kano State encompassed my membership of the state legislature through repeated elections in a rolling sequence of 1999 to 2003, 2011 to 2015, 2015 to 2019. I had a break in my membership of the State Assembly from 2003 to 2007, when I served as Special Advisor to the Kano State Governor on Assembly matters from 2003 to 2005. As well, I served as a Special Advisor to the Governor on Intergovernmental Affairs from 2005 to 2007. I was also the senior Special Assistant to the Kano State Governor on Education between 2008 and 2010. In all these career exposures, my experience as a classroom teacher and a State Inspector of Business Education at the Kano State Educational Resource Department, KRD, were very helpful in shaping my understanding of the dynamics of public service and its works ethics. Sir, I thank His Excellency the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for nominating me to serve as a Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When confirmed by this August Senate, I promise to serve this country to the best of my ability. I shall use the experience I have gathered in public service over the years to assist the President in achieving his laudable goals of bringing prosperity to Nigeria through renewed hope agenda. I also thank His Excellency, the President of the Senate, His Excellency, the Deputy President of the Senate, and other principal officers of the Senate, as well as the entire distinguished senators for granting me this opportunity to appear before you today. I would like to especially extend my heartfelt appreciations to my senators from my state, Kano, in persons of His Excellency, the Deputy Senate President, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Dr. Barau I. Jibril, CFR, distinguished Senator Abdurrahman Suleiman Kau Sumaila, and the distinguished Senator representing my senatorial district, that is Kano Central, in person of distinguished Senator Rufai Sani Hanga, for all their support and guidance. Our distinguished leaders, may I, on this note, once again thank you all for the esteemed attention and accept my sincere thanks. God bless Nigeria. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, sir.
That was State of the Nation addressed by the
Kano South Senatorial District, Mr. President from Kano. Mr. President, my dear distinguished and respected colleagues, before us is a nominee from Kano, a grassroots politician, highly intelligent and intellectual, connected with the people, a politician who started from the scratch to where he is today. Mr. President, my dear colleagues, on behalf of our people, I must commend President, Commander-in-Chief of the Army Forces, who nominated one of us, Right Honorable Yusuf Abdullahi Acha, as a member of Federal Executive Council. Quite all right. We are highly delighted. I keep saying one of us because, Mr. President, he is a member of Parliament, Kano State House of Assembly, where he started as a member, a leader, majority leader, and of course the Speaker of the House of Assembly. Mr. President, my dear colleague, now we are doing a very serious business in National Assembly toward the yearning and aspiration of Nigeria, constitutional amendment, which we cannot start and finish it here unless and until we have the support of our state assemblies. I checked before I came in how many state assembly speakers accompany their former colleagues and the members of state assembly from Kano, and of course his friends from all over Nigeria who accompany him and come and witness his confirmation as a member of the Federal Executive Council. Furthermore, Mr. President, the nominee was screened or was confirmed by this Senate as Commissioner, Federal Public Complaint Commission, which is recently as a commissioner from Kano. I am not a lawyer, but I have to borrow from some of our learned colleagues and my senior colleague who came off under a personal explanation, draw the attention of this parliament to give respect to our former nominee who passed through the screening and confirmation of this chamber. This one, Mr. President, my dear colleague, currently is a public complaint commissioner of Kano State, confirmed or facilitated or appointed by the National Assembly with our act. I am urging my dear colleague, based on his track record in the parliament, based on understanding we are looking with 36 state assemblies to embark on a very important business of our constitutional amendment. We need to give him the special recognition as one of us. I know definitely people like Senator Lalong, who is a former speaker, he is eager to come in and contribute, but I think, Mr. President, we need to do a special and give him a special recognition. I so submit, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to speak on behalf of former speakers to say thank you to Mr. President, for appointing one of us. Number one, for the Right Honorable Atta, not quite long, this Senate confirmed him. And I will also employ that as a former speaker, former majority leader, and having been in the legislature for that long, we should just allow him to take a bow. Thank you.
Despite the fact that I certainly endorse that we allow him to bow and go, based on the tradition of the Senate, to always honor our colleagues. Being a former speaker, I want to say this, that his appointment as a minister certainly a little threatens me because we are from different parties. And he's a political juggernaut. I know they are there to, I'm threatened, sir, but I support him. I support him 100%, but I'm a little bit threatened. He was my political ally, Mr. President. He was my political ally before, but he's now with you. And I think something must be done, sir. I'm your brother, sir. You must do something about this. You have to protect me. Thank you very much, President. Please, sir, my distinguished colleagues, esteemed colleagues and friends, let us allow him bow and go without any further question or comment. Let him bow and go. He's already a minister by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
The nominee will not in any way threaten you. You're a good man. You have an impeccable character, and you are a team player. And I'm very certain that even Kano will join the center by 2027. So you'll be among those in the vanguard. So you are protected. The Deputy Senate President, I've carefully picked people from Kano, from Senator Kau to Senator Hanga, and then now to you. Despite your party differences, you are all united in saying that the former speaker and the former, I think it's still in PCC, Public Complaints Commission, and former majority leader should be allowed to take a bow. So shortly after you make your remark, I'll put the question. But before then, the nominee, you are going to Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. How do you hope to provide houses for the vulnerables in the society? And what will you do to increase the quota of affordable housing units in Nigeria? Because things are very difficult today, and a lot of people would not like to be homeless. Do you have any idea of any policy that you hope to bring forward? After that, the deputy.
Your Excellency, sir, going by my experience of serving in Kano State Housing Corporation for some years, I feel even though there should be difference between a state corporation and a whole federal ministry, but I don't want to make some comments or beat above the bush, because the policy of this administration is into 2 years now. So please, I need to probably take over and see the handing over, not of the ministry, and know about the policies of the government about housing before somebody can put key in and put his input into whatever he's thinking about. I worked in Housing Corporation. We had a program, a popular program in Kano State Housing Corporation of owner-occupier, which most of our civil servants benefited from. So I have that idea, but I don't know how it will fit in to the policies of this administration. So, sir, I need to go to the ministry, take over, see the policies, how far they have gone, then to see how I will put in my best into perfecting the policy and achieving housing the growth in Nigeria, sir.
Yeah, so in other words, you are committed
I'm very
ensuring
committed.
Availability of more affordable
Housing in Nigeria, inshallah.
houses for Nigerians. Yes,
Inshallah.
Deputy Senate President.
Go, but you see, decided to ask him a question. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, as Chair. I wouldn't have said anything, but because of the fact that Senator Kawo Smela has spoken, Senator Rufai Sananga has spoken, even though he's from the opposition party in my state and in the country as well. Sorry, in the country. Well, their party lives in my state. Well, principally, I want to commend and thank Mr. President for nominating this gentleman. Senator Sanyanga said it all. He's a strong grassroots, somebody who started from the scratch and rose to the top, just like our president. That's why we are always eager to see with our president, because he's someone, in fact, since the inception of democracy in this country from 1999 to date, there's no time we have elected a president who started from the scratch to the top. That's why I just began from scratch to the top. That's why he knows all about this country. He knows all the nooks and crannies of this country. Telling about Ebonyi State, he will tell you the political configuration of Ebonyi State. Talk to him about the state of Akwa Ibom. He's just like an encyclopedia. He will tell you Central is this, Akwa Ibom that is this. He will tell you even the names of the stakeholders, important stakeholders, or those that matter in those areas. That's why he decided that this gentleman should be nominated, because they understand the political configuration of Kano State. So he fits into the arrangement, Mr. President, to bring about inclusion. To bring about inclusion. And you can see my friend and brother and senior brother is threatened. He said he's threatened because of his political sagacity. He's someone that is loved by all and sundry, the youths, the ulamas, students, women, business community. Everybody likes him because he interacts with them freely. He's going to take the message of Mr. President down to the whole of business in the entire northern Nigeria, like Kano Central. That is the whole of Islam, where you have the shehus, the sheikhs, the important ones, the traditional institution is connected to them. He's a student of, well, I don't want to name because he's a student of almost all the sheikhs. So, Mr. President knows it all, and that's why we are proud of Mr. President. Besides that, he was one of us, in fact, he was appointed by this same August Senate. He's still an appointee of the Senate because he has not resigned. He's going to resign after we have confirmed him. He served very well in the legislature of Kano State, majority leader, speaker. In fact, just like what someone said the other time, it's a round peg in a round hole. Mr. President, the president of this country, we need to commend him for looking around to pick people like the nominee before us. And I tell you, and I want to confirm to you that Kano is now taken over by the APC, inshallah. With his appointment. Because the vacuum we have, because to fill that vacuum. You feel the vacuum. Now, Mr. President, if you are watching us, we are grateful to you. You love Kano. Just recently you gave us the headquarters of Northwest Development Commission. Just recently. Kano is grateful to you. We shall continue to support your government. We shall continue to help to strengthen your desire to bring prosperity to this nation. Mr. President, allow this gentleman to bow and go because he deserves this very important privilege enjoyed by seasoned legislator, former speaker. I so submit. Thank you.
Is it the view of the Senate that he be allowed to take a bow and go? Yes. Those in support say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. But I wanted the deputy to go.